Hello, kings, queens, and the rest of ya. Welcome to my newest installment of Tracy is a Glutton for Punishment. Recently, I did a little study composition thing of Jax and Ragatha from the Amazing Digital Circus, and I had a few goals with that image that I just didn't feel like I completed. I wanted the characters, for the most part, to look like how they do in the show, and I feel like I really missed the mark. Specifically with how I drew Jax. I just couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. I had a feeling it had something to do with the eyes, because if there's one thing I know about myself, it's that I always make eyes way too small when drawing cartoon characters. You know, I'll think I'm drawing a Margaret Keene, then I look at the reference, and my eyes will look microscopic in comparison. Anyways, I decided the best way to figure this out was just to work directly from a reference. So I went on Pinterest and I found a screenshot of Jax from the show to work off of. I chose this one just because I really love his expression in it. I also really love the wing liner going on. It just really spoke to me. I was originally going to copy exactly what I was seeing, but later added his legs back in. I'm pretty sure I didn't end up making him tall enough, but whatever. I ended up stylizing some of his features as well, changing his ears to be more rabbit-like, as well as doing something similar to his legs. But if I'm honest, I don't know why I even bothered. I think I have a habit of treating everything I draw like a composition, but this wasn't going to be a particularly good one, regardless of what I did. It's based off of a screenshot from a TV show. And these colors are not something a person would have picked out in order to make a satisfying image, or at least they are the ones I would have picked. Like, I could hope for this image to be a million times better than it ended up being, but at the end of the day, it's just a study. It doesn't have to be an amazing work of art. At least, I feel like it accomplishes what I set out to do. So maybe next time I can draw an original composition and still have it feel like Jack's. Or maybe not. I don't really want to draw this rabbit again anytime soon.